there was no pressure from Ariel. He gave me the opportunity to bring in other contractors and measure up against Roof-Tastic. Who does that anymore? Not many people. And that says a lot about his integrity and the integrity of the company. The storm came through in April, and that was one of those first series of pretty bad storms we had in Atlanta. I didn't see the damage and probably till about 5 weeks later. Had I not changed my routine when I come home one day, I would have never saw that damage. I went out on the internet. Roof-Tastic was the first one to respond to my call. It was almost immediately. When I spoke to Ariel, he interviewed me in terms of what's going on with the roof. I told him I've got, several missing shingles, and I told him I had one spot that showed a leak. He was out here in 48 hours. As opposed to everybody else who was saying, I can do it in a week, I'll come see you in 10 days, which I went ahead and booked them, but I already had a ladder to climb based on Ariel's performance. Then once, Ariel did his inspection, we found out the previous replacement was trash. The shingles were horrible. The workmanship was horrible. 2014, we had some hail damage. Allstate was my insurer at the time, and they sent somebody out. They ended up only replacing 3/4 of the roof. I don't know how you replace 3/4 of a roof, but that's what they did. I've never been up there on the roof since then, nor has anybody else. And then once Ariel did his inspection, he was saying that the original roof that was left, the quarter, was in better shape than the replaced 3/4 from 2014. He said the most of the leaks that were on the opposite end of the storm damage, the roof was worse than the other end. That was there originally. And then he said, the other thing I'm gonna do for you is, because I had all this damage, he sent somebody out here the next day to cover all that up. Ariel came, he gave me his price. He said, this the price, this the price. And then, like I said, I used him as the bar for everybody else. I had some guys come out here tell me some really unscrupulous stuff. This guy never went inside. Matter of fact, I didn't even know he was here. I'm sitting in my back room watching TV, and I hear this bumping on the roof. So I go out there, it's a vehicle, unmarked vehicle sitting in the driveway. I get up and I look up, and dude's up on my roof. He goes, hey, I'm the roof inspector. You were supposed, as a professional, come knock on my door. I didn't like how he tried to sell me. He went from 60-something to 40-something, from 40-something to 30-something. Then he matched Roof-Tastic's price. I never told him what the price was. I never called him back, man. He called me 100 times. But I'm hoping that let him know that he messed up. Because the deal would have been, why didn't you come with that price in the first place? The difference was my connection with Ariel. He was a family man, and I'm a good reader of people. I mean, I've been in the people business all my life. As a president of a financial institution, loaning money to people, not only do I have to do the paperwork, but I got to judge their character by the interview that I had with them. And of course, Ariel didn't know, but I interviewed him. So it boils down to that, and then the fact that he didn't make any promises that he knew that he couldn't keep. And the other contractors, they were really just trying to sell me. Once they gave me a price and I balked at the price, then they lowered their price. And to me, that says a lot. If you got a lower price, why are you upselling? That means you trying to make more money for yourself off of me. And I get it, we all want to do well, but there's a way to do that. You don't do it at the expense of other people. When the crew got here, they did a great job. They came on time. They left when they said they were gonna leave. I was really amazed at how efficient and organized. They were really meticulous about finding nails left in the yard. Pat's another guy that was trustworthy. He made sure I was up to date on the project timelines, and he asked me if I had questions as to, how the project was going. He made sure that I was satisfied. He came back a few weeks later to make sure After we had some rains, everything was tight. Then we had a discussion about the gutter that was not, in its right place. Because one of the things about putting the drip edge on was it made one of the gutters not fit properly back on the roof. He apologized that should have been something that was addressed initially when we were making the list of the materials for the project. And so the fact that they stood behind making it right without me having to have an outlay of additional money, I really appreciate it. And I thought that was very genuine.
We have a final question for you. If you had to do it all over again, would you still choose Roof-Tastic?
No doubt, without a doubt, I would choose them. One of the things I know is they don't just do roofs, so I still have some windows to replace. And so down the road, I'll probably be looking for them to come out and give me some estimates. I highly, highly recommend Roof-Tastic.
I know, I was like, I don't want to make you say something you don't mean.
Oh no, I mean it.